Yes. Turn into a vampire. Come on, turn into a vampire. Miles, I'm saying your name. Turn into a vampire. Turn into a vampire. Turn into a vampire. Turn into a vampire.
Hello, Internet! How's it going this fine morning? Afternoon. Evening. Whatever time you're watching this right now, but welcome to another First Impressions episode. Today's anime is interesting, to say the least. A show with a pretty familiar premise, but the unorthodox source who's behind this may make this show quite special. Or not! That could happen too. Anyway, let's introduce Servamp. Placed in the summer 2006 anime season, Servamp is a supernatural action vampire shoujo series from... Stop. Wait a minute. Let's take a look for a second. The glossiness placed everywhere, the emphasis on a mostly male cast, the unfitting music to sequences, and the extra exchanges of male emotion counseling. This is a brain space anime, isn't it? I knew it. Oh, brain space. I know this isn't your first time doing an action show, but this type of anime is the perfect bait to lure you out of hiding, isn't it? Anyway, right now you can watch Servamp simulcast over on Funimation's website if you're in North America, where the first 4 episodes are free. Though keep in mind that you have to at least be behind their $5 subtitles only paywall to watch any further. And it goes without saying that if you have the full $7.99 subscription, that should be more than enough as well. Right off the bat, I'm going to say that this show is fun to watch. I mean, so far it checks all the boxes it needs to be to keep this show lively week after week. My favorite aspects so far are the characters, because it makes the world so colorful in an otherwise done-to-death concept. Okay, well, not as done to death as the, say, stuck in an RPG world concept, but you get my point. Plus, I'm really digging the little untied strings of mystery that the show lays out for in the first few episodes. And the theming as well. The underlying dynamics I see with the main character's motivations of taking so much onto himself are great building blocks when reflected on the main antagonist. Heck, even the idea of teaming him up with a sloth that's conceptually the opposite trait of himself is going to be an interesting thing to watch. So to put simply, Servamp pun. This is a Soul Eater-esque team-up to fight the misunderstood bad guy show, with what looks like to be a great time. With that being said, the main character on his own right is pissing me off a little. He's got that shonen vibe about defeating people, in which I'm glad he has Kuro to balance him out. Other concerns would be the pacing, because brain space animes, especially in their shoujos, do have an infamy of being very rushed, and I caught a lot of that, especially in its reoccurring episodes. Though moving forward, this concern is becoming more apparent, but luckily the fun atmosphere is distracting enough to pull a bit of my attention away from that. Then there's the unfitting music to the opening and ending. I'm not into the metal in terms of the opening, and while sitting through most of the sequence, I thought that its tone wasn't right for the brain spacey show this is. While the ending's more Blood Blockade Battlefront's ending visuals, meshing with the cheery song sang by our protagonist is kind of weird for me right now, but it's not a big problem. Finally, the animation, I'm just okay with it. More than anything, it's not great, but it's not bad either. So overall, I do recommend you watch it for those who are interested. Unlike Taboo Tattoo, where it had a generic premise with nothing seemingly to grab towards it, Servamp does remember to have fun with the short time it has for us to get interested, generic plot points and all. Cute and funny moments, male emotions, and glossiness everywhere. That's what I'm predicting how this show will end up, and that's all I gotta say on the matter. But that about wraps up another video. Sorry for all the delays, I just had to get the Fairy Tail Part 2 video out as soon as possible. And I want to thank everyone who has given me feedback and name suggestions for this segment. I'm happy to say I've picked one and will unveil the new name and the person who suggested it when the next season begins. But that's all I got for now. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, follow our Patreon, and all that jazz. This is Shannon, and until next time, stay tuned to Anime America.
Want to support the production? Check out our brand new store on Store Envy. For a small price, you can have a one-of-a-kind poster made by yours truly. If you can only give a small amount to help us out, check out our Patreon page. Any amount you wish to give us goes towards our production needs, so anything you can give us helps us a lot. To keep up with the latest in Anime America stuff, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Tumblr. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe to Anime America for more awesome reviews and top 10 lists. If you're interested in anything in pop culture, be sure to subscribe to Pop Spectrum. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned to Anime America.